we about to sit here and go through some of these videos on Instagram that's getting on my nerves. Mainly, a lot of these women out here are superficial, and it's wild crazy out here, and they always talk about how men are the problem. And I get it, I understand. We got some issues, ladies, we got some issues, but what I see from my end is real crazy.
Selling weed, dope. It be so fun.
No, that's the problem. You need to move on. Be in the passenger seat, he be giving you the weed pack, and you pass it to the nigga that he's selling it to, and you feeling like you doing something.
Did he have to pay you that before I hand it over? Because I would hate for you to have to get out this car. I'll beat this nigga up.
Nah, not you, because I get out the car and help you.
No.
That's what, yeah.
You got it. Because the moment that motherfucker fight back with me.
I be like, baby, we gotta go tie a nigga up.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna pay my man.
The fuck? Running off with my motherfucking man money? Oh, no. The fuck? Where's the fuck?
I had to stop this because I don't know if I could even listen to that a little bit more. Yo, we are cooked, man. And you know what's crazy? I know that, you know, they young. And back when I was a little bit younger, I probably was dealing with women like this too and listen to them talk. And look, somebody in the comments said, it do be fun though. It's fun riding around with a drug dealer until both of y'all asses get caught. That's what it is. Now, I ain't even gonna lie, I did my dirt. Back in the days, I did my dirt. And never had no woman on the passenger side of me doing anything like that. I wasn't even driving back then. But at the end of the day, I was in cars and all of that with women that was in cars with other people doing certain things. And I saw the light in their eyes, like they thought it was like a rush behind being around a drug dealer. But you know what's crazy? What you gonna do when that man get caught and when that man get locked up for a long time? You gonna stick with him then? See, that's the part that they leaving out. You gonna stick with that man after he get locked up? Cause he not gonna let you go down with him. He not gonna be like, yeah, she was with me, she the one that passed the drugs over. You're not doing that. Even if the police catch both of y'all and they see the woman passing the drugs off to the dude that gave you the drugs to pass off to the custody is still gonna take the rap for it. Then what you gonna do? You gonna stick by his side? Cause after a while, she's kind of shaky when that money starts drying up. Or if you got a child out there, whatever, a lot of women won't stick with a dude past a certain time in jail. Some of them do. Some of the loyal ones do, but some of them don't. They're like, nope, not doing it. Not doing it.
Black women are more likely to be on government assistance. Black women are more likely to be single mothers. Black women are more likely to act out at somebody's establishment. Black women are more likely to wear weave. I hear what you're saying, but why the fuck are you so worried about black women?
Because I'm black. I'm just saying. Because I'm black. I like black women. Or do you want us to start going to deal with other races?
Like it bothers you females when my man tells me to do something. Whatever he says goes. That's just the bottom line for me. I don't care what you guys think. You're like, oh, you're acting like a pick-me. How am I acting like a pick-me if I'm already picked? And I'm going to stay picked because at the end of the day, I honor my man. I respect him. If he tells me not to post something, I'm not posting it. If he tells me not to do something, I'm not doing it. I'm not arguing about it. I'm not going back and forth about it. Because that's the man that I chose to protect me and to provide for me and to be there for me. So I trust his word. So when he says take that down, it's going the fuck down. I'm not asking him why. His reasoning is his reasoning, and I'm trusting his reasoning on why he wants me to do something or not do something. So for y'all coming at me and saying all these weird things, it does not bother me that I respect my man. And the reason why he loves me the way he does is because he knows how I stand behind him. So I guess I am a pick-me. But he picked me, took me the fuck up.
You know what's crazy? When you really think about it, a lot of these women say, oh, this chick is a pick-me because she advocates for men a lot. This woman may not be advocating for men a lot. What she's just doing is teaching y'all how to be and how to keep a man, right? Because the average man wants to lead. And I think that these days, a lot of women get leading confused with spending all of your money on my bills, right? Because a lot of them will say, well, you ain't paying my bills, so you can't tell me what to do. Why do I have to pay your bills to tell you what to do? That makes no sense. To us as men, definitely doesn't make any sense. But if I have to pay your bills to tell you what to do, then guess what? You're gonna call me controlling. That's why a lot of women that are not in a tax bracket of a rich man, when they deal with that rich man, they'll come back and tell you a story and say, oh, I dealt with a rich man before, I didn't like it. But they'll brag about being with that rich man, like, oh, I've had a rich man before. But you're not with him anymore, because at the end of the day, the dude that got that bread like that, you gonna have to listen. Because he can move the way that he wants to move. Right? It don't even matter if he's a millionaire. If the tax bracket is a large gap between you and him, for example, if that man has a job where he's making $60,000 a year and you making $19,000 a year because you got a part-time job at whatever minimum wage paying job or whatever, you're gonna listen to that dude because you're gonna feel as if he's worth more than you. You're gonna feel as if he can make certain decisions, right? Now, it's not every woman, but for the majority of relationships, they respect somebody that has more, right? So it may not be a rich dude or somebody that got a whole lot of money, but somebody that has a lot more. But at the end of the day, that's who you chose to lead you. So even if he didn't have it like that, if you was in love with his personality or his mind and the way that he thinks, then you should allow that man to express himself and let you know what's right from wrong when you're making the wrong decision. Vice versa too, because you know sometimes women, y'all gotta give us advice too. We gotta listen to y'all sometimes too, but for the most part, y'all deal off of emotional state of minds. So at the end of the day, we gotta make sure that we listen to each other, right? But the man wants to lead, and if you're gonna let that man lead, most likely you're gonna have to listen.
I'm insecure. Men make things so much worse for me. My men make me feel even worse. Make me feel fat, disgusting. I already stink sometimes. It's because I don't use the right soap. I'm trying to find the right soap. I'm trying, but people make me feel so bad. I'm trying to keep my appearance up, but I can't. I don't have no money. I'm tired of people picking on me. I'm tired. I'm tired.
She gotta be a content creator, because ain't no way you gonna get up here and talk about you don't use the right soap and that's why you smell the way that you smell and all type of stuff like that. No, you ain't gonna do that. That's nasty. Ain't nobody gonna pay me the right amount of money for me to sit up here and say something like that if I was big like that. But let's just say she wasn't a content creator, or if she is, you know, I give her some props for being able to get on here and make fun of herself like that. Maybe she might be losing weight in the process. But at the end of the day, sometimes when you get big like that, you have to take accountability for the way that you look. If you don't want to look that way, and do something about it, right? I got tired of my teeth being crooked, so I had to get some braces. We're gonna see how long it's gonna last for. But I'm just saying, this is something that you gotta do. You gotta upkeep yourself. If you want more confidence, you gotta upkeep yourself, man. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta make sure that everybody can see you the way that you want to see yourself. And so that way, and you know, a lot of people will be like, oh, especially a lot of women, they'll be like, oh, I love myself regardless of whatever. Then you got some people in the comments that'll be like, I guarantee you, if I scroll through these comments, you're gonna have some girls that say this girl is beautiful, right? You're gonna have somebody that say, yeah, you're gonna have, look, see, I didn't even scroll that far, and somebody said, fix your crown, queen, you are beautiful and we love you. Look, let's not do this, okay? Let's not do this. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm the best looking person, or this person the best looking, this person is the worst person. But look at her though. Now, maybe when she fix herself up, she might look halfway decent. But come on, though. Is it healthy to be big like that? Your hair is all out looking crazy and all of that. Hope she don't smoke weed because her lips looking blacker than mine. Like, come on. Don't sit there and be lying to... See, women do that all the time. They sit there and lie to each other and be like, girl, you look beautiful. Girl, you fine. No. Stop doing that. It's not called fat shaming. It's not called, calling somebody ugly or whatever. You help the next person get to the point where they want to be. You help them grow, and don't okay everything that you see. Because then guess what? If you keep telling her that she's beautiful, she's going to believe it. And she's going to believe it so much and still keep getting hurt. Why not tell her, you know what, girl? This is what you could do to better yourself.
Let me tell you something. Looks matter, okay? They always have and they always will. Don't let nobody convince you otherwise. Humans are very shallow. It's part of our nature, okay? We like to look at beautiful things and we like to look at things that are aesthetically pleasing. Your looks will always matter. It would be amazing if we lived in a world where people didn't judge you based off of what they see, but that's just not the reality. Beauty is currency. You did not create this system and you also cannot dismantle it by yourself. So you might as well play the game. Invest in your appearance. Take care of yourself. Because when you look good, not only are you going to feel good on the inside, but people just treat you better. You get your way when you look good. I'm sorry, I did not create this system, but I am aware of how it works. Let me tell you.
Now, I know there's going to be some dudes in the comments somewhere, or some people in the comments talking about her makeup, and I don't know if that's her real hair or not, but they're going to talk about your makeup and her weave and all of that or whatever. But that's not the point that she's trying to make. She's literally saying that the more beautiful you are and the more that you take care of yourself, it's like the more serious people think you are, or the more people take pride in you. Because if you take pride in yourself, they're going to sit back and say, well, this person takes pride in themselves. I could love them too. I could take pride in them too. People see that. They actually see, all right, you take care of yourself, so you'll be able to take care of me too. Whether it's business, whether it's love, whatever it is. If they see you in that manner, because now let's say, for example, you meet somebody, may not be a relationship situation or whatever, but you see this person and the person look twisted. They walking down the street drinking, drunk, hanging over. If you're not a part of that lifestyle, or you don't want to be a part of that lifestyle, you could look at this person and say, you know what, that's not for me. What is a person now check it out. This same person that's drinking and falling over, they could have a master's degree, a PhD. And you wouldn't believe nothing they say. Why? Because they're drinking and falling over. Right? But if you see the same person in a suit and a tie, nice cut, smelling good, you'll believe anything they say. For the most part. Right? But why? Because of their appearance. So when you keep your appearance up, there's money involved in it. People take you serious, might even invite you out to a dinner or something, or a place you ain't never been to. So you definitely need to work on your appearance. I need to work on mine, you know what I'm saying, half the time. But I get what she's saying though.
And if you one of them boys that be talking about what you not gonna do for a female, what you not gonna spend, what females can't get up out of you, what females can't this, females that, you not this, females fuck, females that. If you one of them type of boys, I'm scared, I'm stay far away, because if you ain't gonna do it for a female, who you gonna do it for? A man?
Now, it's a lot of women out there that call men sassy or fruitacious when they feel as if they are finished paying for a whole bunch of stuff or doing a whole bunch of stuff for a woman. First, we're going to work on the way that you approach us. First, we're going to work on the aggressive behavior, because when you start being extra aggressive, that's when we stop. We like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that no more. When you start treating us like crap, most of the time we say, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not going to do that for a woman. I'm not doing nothing. Especially if you had a whole bunch of bad experiences back to back. You don't feel like doing nothing no more. It's a wrap. I'm not doing nothing for no chick no more. But that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to do it for a man. We just don't feel like being taken advantage of anymore. Like, we don't want to be taken advantage of anymore. So you know what? We're not going to do it. So it's not that the dude is fruity. You see what I'm saying? It's not that. What it is we tired of the bullshit. It's 2025. We don't have to spend as much money as we used to because we realize we're being taken advantage of. It's like we spending and y'all saving. That's all it is. And then y'all be like, oh, he's broke. No, we're broke because we dealt with you and you kept asking. Stop asking me. Don't ask me for no more money.
Broke women love calling men broke for shit that they can't even afford. If they're broke, then what are you? What are you, boo-boo? It's always the broke folks that love to call people broke, just so y'all know.
Now, my mother told me that she won't ask her husband for nothing that she can't buy herself. Now, that might sound a little bit funny. Or she won't ask her husband for something that she can't afford herself. And I get it, because then if he says no, then you can go get it yourself. But I guess, that's one of the things that he's here for. They got married, they're in this together. If she asks him for something, hopefully he could get it, right? But I understood that when she said it. And it also took me back to a post like this. She said that you calling him broke because you can't get it, because you're broke. Now let's understand what broke is. Broke is a state of mind also. It's not only what you got in your pockets. Because I know people that make a lot of money but can't keep that money in their pocket because they have bad financial spending habits. Right? They don't know how to spend the money correctly. They don't know how to invest it. They don't know about residual income. So you could be making $200,000, $300,000 a year and have $1,000 in your bank account, or even less, or maybe have none in your bank account because you made the wrong financial decisions. That person is just as broke. And making the wrong financial decisions starts up here. So if a woman is constantly asking you for stuff, and then when you can't do it, she calls you broke, most of the time, she's broke too, mentally. Broken.
Hey y'all, before y'all say anything, I'm gonna just say I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So whatever you gonna say, I don't care. The next thing I'm gonna say is, I know I gave y'all the blueprint or the whatever to the toxic dick. Y'all seem to love that, y'all resonated with that, whatever. What I'm sitting back thinking is, that's crazy because I never told them about the deep dish dick. Like, I never told them about the dick that goes so deep it twists your soul around. I never told y'all about the dick that like sits in your mental facility. See, the toxic dick, it controls the actions of the person. Like, it makes you go crazy, it makes you flatten out tires and maybe bust a couple glass windows, whatever, shit like that. That deep dish dick, the dick that goes so deep, so deep.
I'm a little confused. I ain't even gonna lie. I just, when I was watching this video, I was saying to myself, is she Muslim? Or is she just wearing something over her head? I gotta go to her page and check it out. Hold on. Go to her page and check it out, and then oh my goodness. She's Muslim. She is Muslim. She's Muslim. Let me see, hold on. I don't know. I never seen, hold on. Let me go to one of these right here, hold on.
Assalamu alaikum. Let me just say this. First of all, alhamdulillah for all of us making it, to the end of a very successful Ramadan. I don't know what you...
I can't watch this no more because I'm a little confused. I've actually never seen a Muslim woman that talked like how she just talked. Now, I know nobody's perfect. I know religion is what religion is. But I just never seen a Muslim woman talk like that. Actually, you know what? I used to deal with a couple of Muslim women, and that might sound crazy because I myself didn't have a denomination or any type of religion like that. I just know that there's a higher being. But I've dealt with, I think, 2 Muslim women in my life, and somebody who is Muslim, and they keep the shahara, and they they do all of the praying that they're supposed to do. They might say, but they couldn't have been fully Muslim if they was dealing with you, or they couldn't have been fully in the faith if they was dealing with you. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know, because I know a lot of Christians call themselves Christians and still do things on the side. But it's just like, I've always met Muslim people or Muslim women that were so heavy in the faith that they didn't sound the way that this young lady sounded. I ain't trying to judge her either. I ain't even gonna lie. I was looking through a picture, she looked good. And I ain't even gonna lie, man, Muslim women look so good. It look like they just be well taken care of. I just didn't understand why she spoke the way that she did in that one video. And I know that she might be a content creator or something like that, right? Her name is The Hood Therapist. So she might be giving off the vibe that nobody's perfect. But I don't know. I just never seen a Muslim woman that talk like this. It just, I don't know. I like, you know how they say this generation is cooked? We cooked, bruh.
Times, homeboy, she not gonna learn her lesson till she loses you. You gotta chunk deuces. That's the only way she gonna learn her lesson. I lost the man that treated me right. Cause you couldn't get over the trauma from these clowns you used to be with. So now a good man comes, you don't know how to treat him, but he loved you so much, he keep trying to make it work, keep trying to make it work, keep trying to make it work. And finally, he just got to be like, all right, girl, because there's another one coming. I bet you there's another one coming. Don't ever think you so fine, ain't another one coming. Somebody will leave you, and you will be trolling 6 months from now talking about, she don't even look as good as me. She don't get that man no drama either. That's why he chunked deuces to you with your fine self. Fine and broken. There's a lot of vintage cars that look good in the showroom, but you can't drive it down the street. So yeah, nah. Bro trying to take a road trip. Bro ain't trying to just sit in a parked car all day. That don't go nowhere, but isn't she a beauty? Nah, we don't need that trophy stuff. Take the hair off, take the lashes off, Fashion Nova off, your little waist trainer, BBL. Oh, you got it all external. On the inside, you dead man's bones. You got more brokenness than glass. So don't nobody want to be with that. I'll go find somebody that ain't got on no makeup, plain face. I will leave cute. I will leave a dime. I will get change for 7 cents. I will leave a dime alone. For peace.
I ain't even gonna lie, man. He was dropping juice. And you know what? I always say this one thing to a lot of women when I first meet them. I say, you gotta deal with 5 idiots or 5 dummies in your lifetime to appreciate a good man like me. Because see, I could either be your lesson or your blessing. Which one you want to choose? And a lot of the times, good men end up being a lesson for a woman, right? A lot of the times, a woman will deal with a good dude and don't even know what she has and treat him like garbage. And then all of a sudden she's like, well, what happened? What did I do? Well, it's too late now. But guess what? The next dude that gets with her, he might not even experience what you experience, because now she knows not to make that same mistake again.